MotoGP 2025 has set the stage for an epic showdown, showcasing one of the most thrilling rivalries in modern motorbike racing history. Francesco Bagnaia versus Marc Marquez. Both riders now race under the banner of the Ducati Lenovo factory team, a squad that has dominated the MotoGP grid in recent years. Yet this season has introduced fresh dynamics that have shaken the expectations of fans and pundits alike. Pecco, known as Valentino Rossi's protégé and a two-time world champion in 2022 and 2023, finds himself under immense pressure to prove his mettle after being repeatedly outshone by his new teammate Marc Marquez, who joined the factory Ducati team in 2025. Despite Pecco's edge in experience with the Ducati Lenovo, which should give him a deeper understanding of the bike's character, Marquez has stolen the spotlight. This narrative dives deep into the challenges Pecco faces, the dynamics of their rivalry, Marquez's response to the situation, and why this clash captivates MotoGP audiences worldwide. The 2025 season kicked off with all eyes on Pecco Bagnaia. After losing the 2024 World Championship to Jorge Martin due to a series of mistakes and 8 DNFs, Pecco entered the new season determined to reclaim his crown. However, his performances in the early rounds, such as the Thailand and Argentina Grands Prix, revealed struggles to find. In Thailand, for instance, Pecco finished third in both the sprint race and main race, outpaced by a dominant Marc Marquez who swept both events. Post-race footage captured Pecco's frustration, with him stating, "I'm never happy with third place, that's the problem." Pecco's repeated losses to Marquez early in the season sparked heated discussions among observers and Ducati's top brass. MotoGP pundit Richard Jove boldly challenged Pecco to defeat Marquez without relying on his rival's crashes or errors, arguing it would make the 2025 season more compelling. Jove pointed out that Pecco's win at the 2025 America's MotoGP, secured after Marquez crashed, didn't reflect true dominance. Pecco needs to show he can beat Marquez with raw speed and sharper strategy, Jove remarked. The pressure from Ducati was palpable. Team manager Davide Tardozzi and Ducati course general manager Gigi Dall'Igna tried to lift Pecco's spirits after the Thailand race, reminding him that a podium finish was still an achievement. However, Dall'Igna also issued a subtle warning about the need for consistency, referencing the 2024 debacle, remember last year. That matters. This underscored Ducati's expectation for Pecco not only to perform well but to rise above Marquez's challenge and reassert himself as the team's spearhead. What makes this rivalry so intriguing is Pecco's advantage in Ducati experience. Since 2019, he has raced the Lenovo, mastering its evolving engine, chassis, and aerodynamics. In contrast, Marquez only joined the factory team in 2025 after a single season with Gresini, yet Marquez has adapted with astonishing speed. During pre-season testing in Buriram, Thailand, Pecco admitted he lagged behind Marquez in adapting to the new Lenovo GP25 chassis. "I want to study his data," Pecco said, signaling his intent to learn from Marquez's seemingly more effective approach. Several factors explain why Pecco, despite his Ducati tenure, has often been outpaced by Marquez in 2025. First, their riding styles differ starkly. Pecco is known for a smooth, methodical approach, relying on mid-corner speed and savvy tyre management. Often described as a slow burner, he typically needs a few races to hit his stride. Ducati test rider Michele Pirro confirmed this, noting Pecco's never been the guy to go full throttle right at the season's start. Marquez, on the other hand, is an explosive, aggressive rider with an uncanny ability to adapt to tricky track conditions. In Argentina, for example, Marquez excelled in wet-free practice sessions, a scenario that often trips up others. His freestyle riding and willingness to take risks allow him to extract the Lenovo's potential faster, especially in unpredictable early-season races affected by weather or track grip. Second, Marquez has adapted more quickly to the 2025 Ducati's technical evolution. During pre-season tests, Pecco admitted he felt more comfortable with the 2024 GP24 chassis than the new GP25. Marquez, however, clicked instantly with the updated chassis, developed with input from both riders. This suggests that Marquez, despite being new to the factory team, has a keen technical instinct, likely honed during his years adapting to Honda's demanding bikes. Third, the mental game plays a significant role. Pecco's 2024 loss to Jorge Martin left psychological scars. In the YouTube documentary series Go Free, Pecco admitted the defeat still haunts him. "I think it'll take years for me to process it." Meanwhile, Marquez races with a redemptive fire after tough seasons with Honda. Pirro described Marquez as having extraordinary talent and a hunger for redemption, allowing him to compete with less emotional baggage than Pecco. Marc Marquez, an 8-time world champion, has approached the situation with respect yet fierce competitiveness. In interviews, he avoids inflammatory remarks, focusing on his on-track performance. After his victory at the 2025 Qatar MotoGP, Marquez acknowledged Pecco's speed despite his third-place finish. "Pecco's fast, he just needs time to find his groove," Marquez said, showing he doesn't underestimate his teammate. Marquez has also been professional in addressing Pecco's challenges. In a casual post-race chat at the America's MotoGP, Marquez offered technical insights into their differing experiences with the Ducati. When Pecco complained about rear tyre chatter in certain corners, Marquez casually replied, "I didn't feel any chatter at all. This wasn't just about setup or style differences. It highlighted Marquez's focus on technical solutions rather than fanning personal rivalry." Still, Marquez doesn't shy away from acknowledging the rivalry as a key draw of the 2025 season. In an interview, he warned that Pecco will fight back after Marquez's early wins. "Pecco's a 2-time world champion. He knows how to bounce back," Marquez said, signaling his expectation of a fierce season-long battle. This balance of respect and competitive ambition makes their rivalry utterly compelling. For Ducati, this rivalry is a double-edged sword. On one hand, having two of the world's top riders boosts their chances of securing the constructors' and teams' titles. On the other hand, management must ensure that the competition doesn't disrupt team harmony. For fans, this is a golden moment to savor. What's your take on this clash? Will Pecco rise and dominate, or will Marquez extend his legendary legacy? Drop your predictions in the comments and let's watch this saga unfold on the track. Hey, MotoGP fans! Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with all the latest action.